What's going on, guys? Coming back at you with another Formula One recap. Just finished watching the 2017 Austrian Grand Prix, and I'm here to talk about it. Alright, so first off, before the Austrian Grand Prix even started, we heard some words from Sebastian Vettel on the incident from Azerbaijan. So he realized that what he did was immature. Those are his words. He said he was immature, overreacted, and what's done is done. He already got penalized for it. Got those 2 other points on his FIA record, if that's what you want to call it. So that's done and dusted. Let's talk about the start of the Austrian Grand Prix, the 2017 Austrian Grand Prix. So first incident we can talk about is Valtteri Bottas and his start. Some people say that it was a miracle. Some people, like Sebastian Vettel, say that it was a jump start. It was just way too quick. Like, even when I was watching it, like, usually it's like head to head, but Bottas was just right out front, like so far ahead of everybody else. It was an amazing start. The stewards, they viewed it as perfectly legal. It was one of the best F1 starts ever, but some people are still skeptical. I mean, it was a pretty good start. I mean, if you go back and watch it, I mean, he was just out there. But you know, that's all cleared up. I mean, the stewards regulation, that's you know, that's pretty much it. They're not going to go and view it again. I mean, if it was a jump start, they would have caught it right away, and they would have done another lap around the track, and that would have taken off from the actual laps of the race, and they would have started up again. That's what happens when people false start. Other penalties may be applied to the person that caused this thing, but that's not the case here. Bottas, he had an amazing, incredible, one of the best Formula One starts ever, like almost perfect. And you know, the results showed what happens when your start is near perfect. I mean, he was just out in front of the field, and that basically set him up for the rest of the race. I mean, as you saw from the results, he won. It was very, very close between him and Vettel, but he still was able to muster through all 71 laps of the race and come through for his second Formula One win ever. So congratulations to Valtteri Bottas. He's doing better than I ever would have expected of him to do. I mean, he's on Mercedes. Mercedes, I mean, their cars are, you know, they perform well. Put a good driver in there, it's going to do even better for them. So good for Valtteri. But other than that, his potential jump start, miracle start, Daniel Kvyat, however you say his name, who is this clown? So he tries to, you know, gain an advantage on this first start, and he basically goes to the outside. Half his car looks like it's off the track, like into, like, you know, over the white line, and he's just trying to power through there. What is he doing driving off the track? You know, half his car was like he was all the way over. It was completely ridiculous. And the fool, he rams into the back of what it looked like was Fernando Alonso, because he got taken out of the race, and then that ricocheted into Max Verstappen, which took 2 people out of the race, but he still managed to finish the race. What is that? He was penalized. He had to do a drive-through penalty, but are you serious? That, like, he's driving off the track, he rams into Alonso, and then that ricochets into Max Verstappen, which takes 2 people out of the race. But somehow, you know, the stewards feel that all he needs to do is a drive-through penalty. Completely ridiculous. So that even puts a bigger burden on Max Verstappen. I mean, he's only finished 2 out of the 7 races. He's DNF, DNR, whatever it is. He did not finish DNF 5 out of the 7 races. I mean, you know, his season is slowly, you know, crumbling away through all these mishaps that have happened. I mean, Daniel Kvyat, I mean, he should have had a way larger penalty for his racing right there. Way too aggressive for my taste. But other than that, the race was pretty clean. I mean, Lewis Hamilton, let's talk about him. So he had to suffer, what was a 5 grid spot penalty. So he started off in 8th, but his he did, his qualifying was in 3rd, so he had that 5 grid spot penalty, so he had to start in 8th, which is very, very unfortunate. But he was able to pull through. He did a very impressive race. I mean, he was able to get back up to 4th, and for those final 20 laps, he was fighting with Daniel Ricardo to get that that podium spot, but he was not able to duke it out with Daniel Ricardo. There was one part where I was like, come on, come on, come on, but Daniel Ricardo was able to snake past him and not let Lewis overtake him on one of those final laps. Also with Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas, they were also having a massive fight throughout the whole race, but Bottas pulled it out. I mean, there was points when Vettel was like 0.3 behind Bottas, but you know, that never, you know, was able to come over Bottas, and Bottas was able to pull through with the win. So yeah, pretty awesome race, pretty hectic. Not one of the most hectic we've seen, but pretty good race to watch. I mean, we had a Mercedes, Ferrari, and a Red Bull finish. I mean, we're seeing some serious competition this year. It's super fun to watch, not seeing Mercedes 1-2 every race. I mean, Mercedes has been on the podium almost every single time, but you know, that's expected. That's expected. They're still a fighting team. They're still leading in the Constructors' Championship, but Vettel, he is #1 right now. Hamilton #2, and I forget who's #3. Is it Bottas? Yeah, Bottas is, you know, gaining on Lewis quickly. And Daniel Ricardo, he's been having a very, very impressive streak lately, so you know, he might even be in the standing for a world championship. Who knows? We're not even halfway through the season yet. We still have a bunch of big races coming up, and I can't wait to watch them. So yeah, if you like this video, found it informative at all, or you liked it, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next F1 recap. I'll see you guys later.